And thank you. So good to see your faces again after a couple of weeks. And I'm again always so happy to see everyone here. I see that we are around 11. 11. That's a good number for us actually. And I hope Sir Decorosa will also join us as our new member in the future. So again, our theme for tonight is apologies. Our theme for tonight is your favorite part of your house. So I know you all have an idea of what your favorite part of your house, right? So for me, my favorite part is my desk because my desk is actually ergonomic and it makes it easier for me to stand up and sit down whenever I need to. And I think that's very important. And it's actually near the window. So everything is very light. It feels comfortable for me as I do work from home. And I hope as I do work from home. And now moving on for our favorite part of the house, I'm calling on Tita Lit for the invocation and Toastmaster prayer.
Shall we all come to the Lord in prayer? Father, we praise, honor, and glory. It's a blessing, Almighty God, that you have gathered us once again at Toastmasters. Thank you, Lord, for our guests who are with us this evening. Lord, we put our trust in you. We decree and declare that your blessings will be upon us. You'll help us in every step of this Toastmasters meeting that we have. We pray for all the role takers to be able to do their task well under your guidance. Thank you so much, Lord, for this time of learning and growing as Toastmasters. This is our prayer in Jesus Christ's name. And everybody say, Amen.
Amen.
Fellow Toastmasters and guests, shall we all raise our right hand and let us all together recite our Toastmasters promise. As a member of Toastmasters International and my club, I promise to attend club meetings regularly, to prepare all of my projects to the best of my ability, basing them on the Toastmasters education program, to prepare for and fulfill meeting assignments, to provide fellow members with helpful, constructive evaluations, to help the club maintain the positive, friendly environment necessary for all members to learn and grow, to serve my club as an officer when called upon to do so, to treat my fellow club members and our guests with respect and courtesy, to bring guests to club meetings so they can see the benefits Toastmasters membership offers, to adhere to the guidelines and rules for all Toastmasters education and recognition programs, to act within Toastmasters core values of integrity, respect, service, and excellence during the conduct of all Toastmasters activities. Now, back to you, our Toastmaster for the evening's program.
Thank you, Tita Lit. Now calling on to our Toastmaster of the evening, our very own DTM, Mark Edrada.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, MEYCAUAYAN. Let's fill this virtual room with success as we are celebrating the victory of our fellow Toastmasters, Rose and Sedi. Is Toastmaster Rose here? How about
Yes.
Toastmaster Sedi?
I'm here. I'm here. Wait, let me get my trophy.
Oo nga, dapat na background mo.
Yes, with matching trophy.
Wait.
All right, let's wait for that. Fellow Toastmasters, as we are waiting for Rose, what is your favorite part of your house? Distinguished Toastmaster Christine, what's your favorite part of your house?
My study table. It's not a part of the house, my room, of course, and the study table in my room.
Why is
where I
that
am
so?
sitting right now.
Is it because it's ergonomic, like
No, it's not ergonomic, but it's a sanctuary for me where where I can think, where I can write my speech, and where I can do a lot of things.
All right. Okay. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Christine. How about distinguished Toastmaster Dan? What is your favorite part of your house? Hello, distinguished Toastmaster Dan.
You're on mute, Tito Dan.
It's still,
Dan, you're on mute.
I think there's a challenge on the device of Toastmaster Dan. Yes,
Later na lang.
distinguished Toastmaster Dan. Let's try it. Let's catch up later. How about our champion? Or, yeah, you're a champion, Toastmaster Rose, for us. What's the favorite part of your house?
Also, my workstation.
Physical workstation, your
Oh,
workaholic
workstation or the kitchen.
kitchen.
Yes, because yes, like Toastmaster Anna, the window, but the window is much breezier in our kitchen
All right.
side of the house. Yeah.
And where's the trophy?
Oh yes, that trophy. Dun, 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 dun. Bakit ako nag-white? Wait, let me remove the blur at the background. Kita ba?
Yeah. Congratulations once again.
Yay! I
Okay.
dedicate this. I would like to thank the Academy. Kala mo Oscars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Claim
To
it.
MPMC Academy.
Yeah. And last but not least, what's your favorite part of your house? Toastmaster Jenny.
Good evening, everyone. For me, our veranda. This
Veranda.
staircase would always be my working station for schoolworks, other activities, and for my painting, like what I'm doing right now.
Ah, yeah.
Hmm,
It's like Toastmaster Juliet here. All right.
yeah.
For your sharing, fellow Toastmasters. Our theme for tonight is your favorite part of your house. We all have our favorite part of our houses that give us comfort and relaxation. Sometimes, when we enhance our houses, we tend to enhance our favorite part more than the others. Tonight, let's pretend that we are living in an augmented reality and have an imaginary house tour from yours truly. I am your Toastmaster of the evening, Mark Edrada, and welcome to Casa Edrada. Feel at home in MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club. For the sake of our guests, our meeting composes of three major components: the table topics, the prepared speeches, and the evaluation. We will discuss these major components as we go along with this program. And each of these major components, we have its own subcomponents. So in this meeting, every time I bring you to the subcomponents of our meeting, I encourage you to activate your augmented reality because each subcomponent is a part of the casa. By the way, in case you don't know or you're not familiar with it, augmented reality is a kind of technology when there is a view of the physical world with an overlay of the digital elements. Who knows? The augmented reality could be the future of Toastmasters meetings. Now, as I invite you in the Casa Edrada, you are entering the Casa Edrada's foyer. In this foyer, we will be discussing the history of Toastmasters by having a simple game, like what I've done 52 weeks ago. I will give you multiple choice and identification questions that deal with the history of Toastmasters from the macroscopic to the microscopic level. Each question must be answered in correct spelling in the chat box. After I read the question, you will be given 15 seconds to type your answers in the chat box. The first person who types in the correct answer with the correct spelling in each question will win GCash prizes. Are you ready, fellow Toastmasters?
Yes.
All right, everybody, this is Mark's Rewards. Question number 1 for 5 pesos.
Alert from System UI server. Low battery.
The category is History of Toastmasters International. The question: in which building was the first official Toastmasters Club meeting organized? Type in your answer in the chat box. In which building was the first official Toastmasters Club meeting organized? Okay. Letter B. Ano yung letter B? Okay.
I thought it was multiple choice, Toastmaster Mark.
Okay. The first one who got the correct answer was Toastmaster Jeff, YMCA building. The Toastmasters began as a series of speaking clubs organized by Ralph Smedley, with the purpose of practicing and training the people in the art of public speaking and in presiding over meetings, and to promote sociality and good fellowship among its members. The first official club was organized on October 22, 2024, and it's the Toastmasters International 100th year, the centennial anniversary. It was organized in YMCA building in Santa Ana, California. Toastmaster Jeff, you are correct. Next question for 10 pesos worth of GCash. The category is History of Toastmasters District 75. The question, and it will be a multiple choice question, and write the complete answer, not just the letter. Who established the first ever Toastmasters Club in the Philippines? Is it A, Teodoro Calao, B, Mauro Baradi, C, Baby Luwat, D, Linda Green? Who established the first ever Toastmasters Club in the Philippines? A, Teodoro Calao, B, Mauro Baradi, C, Baby Luwat, and D, Linda Green. All right, time is over for the second question. Tamaraw Toastmasters Club is the oldest living Toastmasters Club in the Philippines, which was chartered in 1952. In 1960s, new clubs have been created and some of them are still existing today. In 1967, the new but seemingly unassociated Toastmaster Club in the Philippines were grouped together into one cohesive pool, which was known as the National Committee of Philippine Toastmasters, or NACOMPHILTO, which was organized with a view of districthood. In April 1982, the Philippine Toastmasters was granted the authority by the Toastmasters International Board of Directors to operate as a district. To go back to history, the first ever Toastmasters Club in the Philippines was called the Philippines Toastmasters Club, and it was established in 1938 by letter B, Dr. Mauro Baradi. Toastmaster Jeff, you are correct.
Daya ni Jeff, bilis mag-type eh.
Bilis mag-Google.
The last question for 15 pesos. Category History of MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club. The question is, when was the MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club chartered? When was the MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club chartered? All right, time is over. The MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club has become an institution with our charter members who are also our mentors. Dana Palinga, Mike Rodriguez, Christine Tembique, and Mariner de Guzman. Our club also produced a number of champion speakers and leaders, the most recent ones being Rose Padilla and Sedi Cortez. The MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club was a home of champions for more than 3 decades. It was chartered on August 1, 1991. Toastmaster Armel, you are correct.
Yes, 50 pesos.
15 pesos.
15. Thank
Toastmaster Jeff,
you.
you're welcome. Toastmaster Jeff and Toastmaster Armel, just give me your GCash number on Messenger.
Okay. I have a question. What is the 1982? I'm just curious.
1982 districthood of the Philippines Toastmasters. So there was an
Okay.
1982 of districthood.
I see.
All right.
Jeff, may pang-discount na tayo. Pandagdag.
Oo.
Yes.
More to go.
Yes.
Kawawa naman yung mga school bukol.
Oo nga. Pag mabagal mag-type, talo.
Okay lang yun.
Sige, okay, go. Lana?
Okay, let's proceed to the next portion. So the Toastmasters meeting is composed of 3 vital educational sessions. The table topics, in which you will learn to speak without any preparation. It's the impromptu way of speaking. Second is the prepared speeches, in which you will be delivering your speeches about any topic depending on the speech project objectives. And the third one is the evaluation, in which every speaker and role taker will be evaluated. But before we proceed with the first educational session, let me guide you to our living room and let's have the word of the night. For our word of the night, here's one of the best leaders not only of her company, but also of the MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club. She delivered superb speeches about leadership and her stories from being a rank and file employee to becoming a top executive. To introduce us the word of the night, let me call on past President Juliet Cabatingan.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. I will be your grammarian for tonight. And our word for tonight is serendipity. Serendipity. Did I pronounce it right? I mean, that intonation.
Yes.
Okay, the definition is that it's a noun, the fact of finding interesting or valuable things by chance. Example, finding a $20 bill in an old jacket pocket was a pleasant surprise. Pure serendipity. So do you want to try using serendipity? Usually we use it for people in love. I was surprised to see the example about a $20 bill. So maybe someone here in love and inspired could give us an example on how to use it in the sentence. Who's in love? Jenny smiling. Are you in love, Jenny? You want to try?
Po, It was serendipity that led me to you.
Wow.
Wow. To Toastmasters, not to me, right?
The
Oh,
Toastmasters.
I thought you're in love with me. Okay.
With everybody else, let's fill this world with love.
Yes. So don't forget, everyone. Don't forget to use the word of the night. I think I will do what Mark usually does. I'll give a prize, a GCAS prize, for those who will use the word of the night the most. I'll give 100 pesos GCash in GCash.
Wow. Serendipity.
Okay, back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you, Toastmaster Juliet. The discovery of Alexander Fleming, the discovery of penicillin by Alexander Fleming was serendipity, was a serendipity. All right, that's
Wow,
my
aiming to recoup the 15, 30 pesos.
yes. I'm recouping that one. All right, so let's keep the ball rolling, friends. Come with me in our dining hall and eat a sumptuous dinner as we begin our table topic session. Let's scrutinize our brains as we chew our food in this part of the meeting. But in table topics, we have a disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed by the table topic speakers do not state nor reflect those of the club and the organization. The table topic session will be evaluated by distinguished Toastmaster Christine Temblique. Here is not only an eloquent communicator, but also a mother of two and wife of one. She loves drinking coffee and loves entertainment. That's why she competed and won in a recently concluded humorous speech contest division level. Let's see the appetizer, the main course, and the dessert as our table topics master roasts us to becoming a confident impromptu speaker. To roast us in the table topic session, let us all welcome the Division G humorous speech first runner-up, Toastmaster Rose Pagia.
Hi, thank you so much, Toastmaster Mark. May nakita ulit ang trophy. Thank you for welcoming us to your lovely dining room. Now, I would like to welcome everyone in our table topic segment. There is a saying, there is no place like home. And like table topics, there is no other organization who uses table topics because it is a trademark for Toastmasters. Now, what is table topics? It is a chance for us. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So it is a chance for us to, why is this not
blank.
minimizing? There you go. Is that all right?
Yep.
Okay, great. The table topics is a chance for us to improve and practice our impromptu speaking. The skills that we can learn here are listening skills, thinking skills, organizing skills, decision making, and that is all in a span of just 1 to 2 minutes. Because the table topic speeches are timed, you are given 1 minute, and the timer will show a green light. When the 1 minute is, there you go, that's Toastmaster Armel showing the green light, when you have met the minimum time for table topics. And then you will see the yellow light when you have hit the 1 minute and 30-second time. That means your time is almost up. When you have reached 2 minutes, the color will show red, and this means that you have to start wrapping up your speech because you only have a 30-second grace period for that. Now, here are the common patterns that we can use for answering table topics questions. You can use prep, point, reason, example, point, or a very similar pattern, prem, point, reason, example, message, and one of our all-time favorites is SMG, or story message gain. So there are other patterns, but for these table topics, I think the best that we can use is story message gain. Okay. Let us start. Oh, shucks, nakita na nila yung una kong topic. So I have 2 pictures and 3 quotes. I would like to ask, I am going to ask, I already have lined up Toastmaster Anna for the first one. Toastmaster Anna. Wait, let me stop sharing first. Stop sharing. And then I do have to ask you which part of the house would you like to talk about? The living room, the kitchen, the bedroom, the bathroom, or the dining room? Which one do you like? Sorry? You're on mute?
Sorry,
There you
the
go.
dining room.
Dining room. Let me share the dining room. One moment, please. Okay, this time the dining room is a picture. There you go. Can you see the picture, Toastmaster Anna?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the dining room, and we know that it's a Filipino household when you see those massive utensils on the walls. So please, you can give a few moments to give your brain a warm up, and then you can deliver your speech anytime about this picture. That's Mas Anna.
Good evening, Toastmasters and friends. Who here the concept of no man is an island? We are all familiar with it, right? And similarly, a dining room represents a place where it is quite it is better to eat with everyone and not alone. No man is an island is a concept that not everyone, or actually no one, can live alone. No one can subsist in this earth by living alone, by not sharing their food, or by not having someone to share food with. Because as we all know, sharing food with other people, sharing stories, sharing your hardship over the dining area and over a very good food is actually some of the small but small but cherished moments in life. These are things that really they're not a big part, or they're not we do not really think of it, but we all know that if we sit in our dining room with our family, with our friends, with our loved one, this is something that we know will make us happy. And similarly, a dining room is a representative of that notion that with a dining room, we all want to have someone together with us. And I hope you all have someone together with us. I hope your food and I hope your life, similar to a dining room, is always filled with good food, good stories, and good company. Uh, Thank you, TM Rose.
Thank you so
Back to
much,
you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anna. I do love the last bit of what you said. I hope that you are filled with good food, yes, and company as well. The food tastes so much better with good company, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you for that, Toastmaster Anna, for sharing your thoughts on our first topic, the picture of the dining room. Next up, I'll be calling Toastmaster Sedi. Toastmaster Sedi.
Hello.
Hi, can you turn on your cam? Would it?
Hello, good evening.
Oh, perfect.
Good evening, Shed.
Toastmaster,
Good
Toastmaster
evening po.
Sedi. We have the living room, the kitchen, the bedroom, and the bathroom. Which would you like to talk about, or which room would you like?
My favorite, the bathroom.
Okay. This is going to be, of course, a bit of funny. Let me share my screen to share the topic for the bathroom. If you can see my screen now, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, the topic is don't be ashamed to fart when peeing. I think this is supposed to be pooing. Rain sometimes Rain sometimes comes with thunder. Don't be ashamed to fart when pooing. Rain sometimes come with thunder. Toastmasters Eddie, whenever you're ready.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and friends. I know maybe some of you, one of their favorite rooms is the comfort room or the bathroom. Well, I really admit that that is one of my favorite room because that is the place where I could be my most authentic self, wherein I could express myself, especially in our bathroom. There is a small mirror. Supposedly, that should be a big mirror, but one of my siblings is very scared because there might a ghost peeking in that mirror. So we decided to just put a small mirror. Anyway, recently I joined the Division G speech contest wherein I fought for the international speech category. Before the before we have to speak for our piece, I went to the bathroom because I every time that I get nervous, I used to pee. That's the reality. And then I actually met um Toastmaster Robbie, and then we said good luck to each other. And then after that, I went to the bathroom. There is a mirror in the bathroom, and then I told myself that whatever happens in the contest, what matters really most is that I I gave my best, and not only for myself but also for the club. And then as I spoke my speech, there were times that I feel like I am ashamed because this is my first time to deliver a speech in a division contest. I've been used to deliver a speech in division contest virtually, so this was my first time. And I was really ashamed on how I will going to deliver the speech if my facial expression is very ugly. But when I saw the smiling faces of distinguished Toastmaster Dan, distinguished Toastmaster Christine Temblique, and the rest of my MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club members, I never I never felt ashamed anymore. And I don't care what I will what will my face look like as long as I have delivered my speech very well. So fellow Toastmasters and friends, sometimes life life has so many circumstances wherein it feels like we are ashamed of that. But if we are going to think about the things that inspires us the most, we will never care about that anymore and rather look forward to what is the real purpose. So that's all. Thank you.
1 minute of silence as the judges.
The judges pa.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Eddie, for sharing your most recent story of, I think, how you are slowly starting to share your parts of your authentic self outside the bathroom to us here, starting us with us here in Toastmasters. Thank you for sharing yourself with us. And that because Toastmasters is a safe, positive, friendly environment where we can learn and grow. And that is what we strive for. That is why we are free to commit mistakes, blunders, as long as next time we do it with pizzazz. No, we do it. We try to avoid the mistakes, make ourselves better. Okay, that is our second speaker. Now, for our third speaker, I would like to ask Toastmaster Lit, would you be able to give us some words of advice? We are left with the living room, the kitchen, and the bedroom.
I would like to choose the living room.
The living room. Oh, this is
Yes.
the this is the giveaway because this was already. Hang on one moment. Let me share my screen. Now, in the living room, the furniture that we most associate it with is the sofa. And this is the picture of the sofa from the TV series Friends. So there you go. So Toastmaster Lit, I hope you can give us your thoughts on the sofa in the living room or even in your living room. There behind you.
Yes. What a wonderful picture we are seeing right now. It's a sofa. And for me, sofa is a place where you can be alone or a place where you can be with your family. It's right there in the living room. And as the word says, living, it's a place where it is alive. And most of the time, we are seated on this sofa alone or with someone else watching a show, a TV show, watching a movie, perhaps. And really, it is something that is very much alive. And this is also the place where we get to eat our snacks while watching a show, or even if we're not watching. This is one of the favorite places for most of us because this is the place where we welcome our guests or our family members who visit us. So, how can I not make this part of the house my favorite? It's a place that is alive. It's a place where love exists. For this is a place where you feel you are at home. This is a place where you feel accommodated. This is a place that is really meant for relaxing. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lit. And I do agree, the living room is where you are most welcome because it is the function of the room to welcome guests and other family members. And yes, it is very accommodating and relaxing. Although sometimes we do use it as a dining room too and a workstation too sometimes, no?
Yeah,
Yes,
it
let's say
is really a very, what do you
it is
call it?
a room that is alive. That's what it is.
That's
That's what you
right.
said, Toastmaster. So I do agree. It is alive. It is a living room. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us about the living room.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Now I will ask one more person to do our table topics. Let us not put this to serendipity, but let us take a risk and volunteer. Jenny, would you like to try?
Where are you? Where am I? Ay, hello.
Hello, Jenny. We have
Hi.
the kitchen and the bedroom. Those are the two rooms left.
The bedroom.
The bedroom. Let me share my screen for you for the bedroom. Our quote for the bedroom is, "Life is indeed a bed of roses, if you account for the fact that roses always come with thorns." Life is indeed a bed of roses, if you account the fact that roses always come with thorns. Whenever you're ready, Toastmaster Jenny.
Life is indeed a bed of roses, if you account the fact that those roses always come with thorns. This is wonderful, and I could really say that it's part of our lives. Whenever I leave home, I always see to it that my bed is okay. My beddings are fixed. So that after a tiring day, those are my turns, my errands, and a lot of stuff that I'm facing in each day. I would come back to my bedroom and I would, feel good to sleep. I always say this in the morning. Whenever I wake up, that leaving my bed or doing my bedding before I leave my house and coming home late maybe, it would always be welcoming for me. It's a place of sanctuary. It's a place where I could relax. And aside from the veranda where I'm staying at, my bedroom would always be a place to pray, to ease your worries, and always, be thankful for the things you are always facing, always dealing, whether they are good or bad. So life is indeed a bed of roses with thorns. Thank you.
Thank you so much. To- Thank you so much to our future member, Jenny, for giving us your thoughts about the quote. And yes, I do agree that there is a comforting factor there when you go home and you see that your bed is made. So you are preparing yourself after a long day's work for you to be able to relax and probably let the worries and the cares go. So yes, that is wonderful sharing from our future member, Jenny. Now, those are all the four those table topics that I will share with you tonight. But let me share the last one that we don't have time for. This is for the kitchen. So, cooking is one of the greatest gifts you can give to those you love. And to end our table topics, of course, this is from the song Home, sung by Diana Ross. This is the last line. I will not sing. We must look inside our hearts to find a world full of love, like yours, like mine, like home. And with that, I end our table topic segment and usher you back to our Toastmaster of the evening in the dining room. Back to the dining room. Toastmaster Mark?
Thank you, Toastmaster Rose. Hello, Toastmasters. How did you like the dinner?
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Christine. That's the purpose of the dining hall, to talk to and communicate with our loved ones about pleasant topics. It is that serendipitous that Rose has given us the best dinner. Now, friends, I'm going to show you this entertainment room of ours. In this entertainment room, okay, living room is different from entertainment room in Casa Edrada, in the imaginary augmented reality Casa Edrada. And there was a foyer. The, actually, there was a comment here in the chat box. Foyer ba yun? Foyer, di ba? I think it can be pronounced as foyer or foyer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Silent R.
Yeah. All right, going back. Here in our entertainment room, we have Netflix, Amazon Prime, and Disney Plus. Here, we will watch and listen to our prepared speakers. This portion is the Netflix of Toastmasters meeting, which is the prepared speech session. The general objective of the prepared speeches is for the members to learn the art of writing and delivering their speeches according to the speech objectives in the pathway educational methodology. These speeches and speech delivery will be analyzed by our evaluators. We have two prepared speakers for tonight, and our first prepared speaker is a new member of our club. I may not know her personally yet, but being in Toastmasters is not serendipity for her. Let us give her the opportunity to introduce herself more as we progress with our regular meetings. She will be delivering a speech from the Innovative Planning Path Level 1.1, which is the icebreaker. The objective of this speech is to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. The time is 4 to 6 minutes, and she will be evaluated by Toastmaster Ana Aborde. To deliver her speech entitled The Balancing Act, Nurturing Family, Business, and Self, let's give it up for Toastmaster Rochelle De Jesus.
Hi, good evening po.
Good evening.
Some point I feel so nervous right now. Okay na lang wala ang kuya ko. Okay, I will start here. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and fellow Toastmaster members, good evening. My name is Rochelle De Jesus del Rosario, and I am honored to stand before you today. At 36 years old, I proudly hold the title of the youngest member in my family, with two wonderful older brothers, Kuya Ryan and Romel. In the journey of life, I am fortunate to be happily married to my husband, Edward Del Rosario. Together, we are blessed with the joys and challenges that come with raising a family. Our household is a lively one, with five amazing children, a 14-year-old boy, and four lovely girls, age 11, 9, 7, and 5. Beyond the roles of a wife and a mother, I find purpose in running my own business, Skin Advocacy Direct Selling Corporation. Our focus is on skincare products, ranging from rejuvenating sets to soaps, serums, toners, creams, lotions, and body scrubs. It's a venture born out of my passion for promoting healthy and affordable skincare for everyone. However, life took an unexpected turn when my father fell ill. In that moment, I made a choice to be a devoted daughter, prioritizing family over business aspirations. While my business continues to breathe, I've had moments of reflection. There were times there were times when the demands of entrepreneurship left me feeling burned out and exhausted. Looking back, I long for the simplicity of being a plain housewife again. Yet in those challenges, I discovered the strength that family and a sense of purpose can provide. Today, as I navigate the delicate balance between family care and business survival, I'm reminded that sometimes the most fulfilling roles are the ones we play in the lives of those we love. Serendipity is the magic that turns painful things happen into beautiful outcomes. Thank you for allowing me to share a glimpse of my journey with you, fellow Toastmaster members. I am excited about the future, embracing the complexities of life, business and family with resilience and determination. Good evening.
Wow, thank you for that, Toastmaster Rochelle, for a job well done as a first timer in the prepared speech arena. And yes, now we are celebrating the International Women's Month, and you truly are clothed with strength and dignity, Toastmaster Rochelle. You can laugh at the days to come. I'm sure
Thank,
you can do it. Thank you for your speech, and thank you for the wisdom from your own story that you have imparted us.
thank you,
All right,
Toastmaster Mark.
you're welcome. To proceed, our second speaker is a young mechanical engineer. When people knew that he was a mechanical engineer, people usually ask him, mechanical ka pala, edi sanay ka magmekaniko. This guy also showed his interest in learning artificial intelligence. And now, he'll be delivering a speech not about the artificial intelligence, but about something else. But who knows? He might inject some AI in his speech. He will be delivering a speech from the Dynamic Leadership Path Level 1.1, which is the icebreaker. The objective of this speech is to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. The time is 4 to 6 minutes, and he will be evaluated by Toastmaster Sebi Cortez to deliver his speech entitled Mr. Jimboy. Let us all welcome Toastmaster Jeff Robles.
Thank you, Demi Mark. Let me tell you a funny story of Mr. Jimboy. It is about a quest of a 26-year-old tipping the scales of a 106 kilograms. This year, I vowed to hit the gym and eat more greens. Sounds simple, right? But it was a roller coaster ride. My grand plan was to be regular at the gym, but it has one big flaw. And you know what? It's actually going there. I found every excuse under the sun not to go. I have so much work to do. I need to overtime. Maybe tomorrow. I am tired. Maybe on Tuesday. I have to study. I'll just move it on Wednesday. My creativity knew no bounds when it came to gym avoidance. On the rare occasions I did show up, the gym felt like a different planet. There were folks lifting weights I couldn't even roll with 35 pounds each hand. And there I was, trying not to turn the treadmill into a launch pad. Then there was my fitness instructor, a guy so fit. He's like a 5'5" tall, but his muscles had their own muscles. His easy workouts were my version of extreme sport. But I always motivate myself. I will learn new dance moves from our Zumba dance instructor. So I will try to join her class next time. Prior to the gym quest, I decided to eat more plants. I was introduced to the plant-based diet. My breakfast turned into a table of vegetables. I felt pretty proud, eating only a bowl of vegetables in the carindera beside our dorm building with the 1 cup of rice until a hunger strike like a thunderbolt. I'd start the day as a herbivore and eat it and end it like a ravenous carnivore, eating my favorite 4 pieces of big shomai. in the St. Francis Square building beside my workplace. I aimed to have one plant-based meal a day. It seemed like a fair deal, except my body didn't get the memo. I learned quickly that a bowl of vegetables or pinakbet don't always cut it when you're starving. And then I found the Holy Grail. Oh, I thought it was the Holy Grail. It was calorie counting, a practice that turned into eating into a math exam. I'd negotiate myself. If I only eat this carrot now and a cup of coffee, 200 calories, 300 calories, I can have 4 pieces of shawmai later. It was like haggling in a market, except I was both the seller and the buyer. What did all these adventures teach me? First, consistency is more than a fancy word. It's about showing up in the gym, even when your bed is calling your name. And it's okay to miss a day or two. Anyway, the gym won't vanish. Second, balance is crucial. You can eat well and still enjoy a treat now and then, and eat your favorite show my house every after work. It's not about perfection, but progress. And lastly, third, take it easy on yourself. Changing habits is hard, but it's okay to stumble. So, to all of us trying to be a bit healthier, let's remember it's a journey with ups and downs. Don't sweat the small stuff, like missing a gym day or indulging in your favorite snack. Here's to laughing at our own gym fails with Mr. Gymboy, or indulging those green leafy vegetables and being kind to ourselves along the way. Cheers to our health, one step, one laugh, and one salad at a time. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
My question, Toastmaster Jeff, what kind of salad is that? Macaroni salad?
Macaroni, cheesy
Salad.
macaroni.
Ito salad.
I like our cheese macaroni in the canteen.
All right, thank you for that, and I can relate. Actually, I went back to the gym, and it's full of highs and lows, ups and downs. I don't have any problem about the gym. I have a problem with the diet. It's good.
Same.
I'm sustain the diet.
Sticking to your diet. It's like a serendipity.
Yeah, it's
Go.
that I heard you delivering a speech regarding being a health buff.
Yes.
Probably one of these days we can exchange programs. All right, so now we're done watching the Netflix of Toastmasters meeting. Let's have some refreshment. Come with me on our swimming pool and let's have an evening dip in our 5-foot swimming pool for 5 minutes. We also have jacuzzis of different temperature that you may indulge in. And take a sip on your wine or vodka as we do the Mark's Remarks. All right, this is Mark's Remarks. And earlier I talked about, okay, Mark's Remarks, I'm trying to reformat this Mark's Remarks in such a way that I will be speaking about what I have learned. Yes, it's break time. So you can take your coffee or vodka or red wine or whatever it is, or go to the bathroom for natural intentions. 5 minutes, Mark's Remarks. I will, in Mark's Remarks, I will try to deliver a talk about what I have learned for the week. So now I have mentioned the augmented reality. Augmented reality is a technology in which there is a physical side and there is an overlay of a digital ones. For example, there is this room, and then you point your camera on the part of your room, and then there's an overlay of furniture that says that is it is this furniture fit in this room? Is the color matches is the color matching with the other furnitures everywhere? So that's it. There's a difference between virtual reality and augmented reality. When you say virtual reality, you you might imagine or you might know you might be familiar on the VR goggles or VR glasses, virtual reality glasses, in which you can see the digital elements around you. In augmented reality, it has a physical aspect. In that one, for example, the app or the website of IKEA shows that virtual reality. For example, I'm planning to buy this cabinet. So searching for this cabinet and then click on a particular button in that and then point this camera with that cabinet in a part of your room and then does it match? Does it fit? So that's part of augmented reality. Actually, it seems that augmented reality for that store, the IKEA, is in its inception. So there's no advancement yet being done for AR. And then I mentioned earlier that the Toastmasters meeting could have augmented reality in the future. Maybe in 5 years, 10 years or so, we are having these goggles, VR goggles, AR goggles, or extended reality goggles, and then we can meet via a particular platform as if we are meeting face to face, but in reality, we were meeting virtually. So that's the technology that I would want to share with you, the augmented reality. All right. So I'm trying to emulate or having a have a metaphor of the augmented reality in our imagination, imagining this Casa Edrada. So we're trying to learn more about the technology of the present and technology of the future because whatever era we have lived in, whatever age, whatever our age is, it's important to learn technology. I I'm not adamant on hearing old people who say I'm too old for the technology. We should learn technology. There are these
I found this on the web
oh,
for two.
Siri. Here, it's not serendipitous that this is technology. This is the high tech. This is the planet that we're living in. Probably in decades from now, there could be vertical real estate, virtual real estate. We do not know. There could be anti-gravity. I'm not trying to be geek, but I'm just sharing what I have read, I have learned these past few weeks. All right, so that's it for my Mark's remarks, and I think time is over because Toastmaster Armel has flagged the red background. All right. I assume you're done dipping in our pool and jacuzzis. And let's pretend that you have done your shower. Now, join me here in our veranda and let's look up in the sky and evaluate the stars of our house, all the speakers and role takers. We will be evaluating them all. Here in our veranda, we will be analyzing the stars who appeared in the Netflix of Toastmasters meeting and all the speakers and role takers in this meeting. After analyzing the speeches and thinking critically on how to improve them, the evaluators will be delivering their evaluations and feedback about what they have heard and observed. These evaluators will be led by our general evaluator. Our general evaluator for tonight is one of the most respected seasoned Toastmasters in our district. He was a champion speaker and a champion mentor. He mentored many of our newbie Toastmasters, not only prior to the speech contests, but also anytime. And he makes himself available for the mentoring sessions. He was the charter president of the MEYCAUAYAN Toastmasters Club. And for this man, learning never stops. To lead our evaluation portion, let's beat the drums and welcome our general evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Dan Napalinga.
Thank you, Mark. Good evening to everyone, especially our guests, new members, and of course, to all the participants of this meeting tonight. I would like to congratulate everyone, and I'm pretty sure that I can see your smiles enjoying the Toastmasters meeting. This is a typical Toastmasters meeting, and this is a challenge to our educational vice president and to the officers of our club. So tonight, we evaluate the proceedings of the meeting so that we are taking the path of excellence in our communication skills. Not only our communication skills, also our skills in developing our personality in speaking, our personality in thinking, and our personality in listening. So tonight, the first portion of our evaluation would be on table topics. And as introduced before, we have a very experienced table topic evaluator by our no other than a 34 years experience Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster, Christine Timbliki. Chris, your ball.
Okay, thank you, Dan. So thank you, Dan, for that introduction. We are evaluating the table topics session today, and I'd like to start off with our table topic master, our first runner-up in numerous contests, and a coffee addict at that, right? Okay. Rose did very well because the table topic, she introduced its benefits, and definitely because we have guests tonight, so it's just up and appropriate that Rose will introduce the benefits of the table topic session. And I like saying that it's listening, thinking, organizing, and so on. At the same time, the pattern and the time elements also were introduced, not lengthily, but just enough to inform us of how to proceed with the table topic session. Aside from that, she did well in putting context in between the speakers. If you notice, every after speaker, she will say something that's connected, and that's a show that she is listening to every speaker that she quote. Another positive note for Rose is that if you notice, there's a variety in the table topics. So first, I think she asked to describe the place, and then but the others, like there's a quote connected to the parts of the house, and then it's like variety, so it's not boring, and it's very healthy for the table topic session. I like also the fact that she closed with a part of the song about home, which is thematic with our topic tonight. So I cannot say anything about Rose. Rose, you did very well. Kudos to your hosting of the table topic session. Now let's proceed with our table topic speakers. Let's start with Anna. So you chose the dining room. And you started with a quote, "No man is an island." Then you proceeded to connect it to the dining room. Like how it feels to be with to dine with someone or not to dine alone, because that's very much connected with the quote that you mentioned earlier. And another one is you shared a message at the end. And I like very much the statement, life must be filled with good food and company, which is very much connected to the dining room. Now, I would like to make some suggestion to you. When you are trying to like say a quote and then be fluid or be cohesive in all the advantages or the message that you want to mention. Do not, I think at some point you became repetitive with like dining with someone, sharing food with someone. So be specific and be cohesive. And I think just share a short example of how maybe you dine with the family and it's a good way to socialize and to bond as well. So that's sharing food with company. But aside from that, you did very well. It was cohesive and very well said. Congratulations, Anna. Okay, let's proceed with Sedi. Bathroom. I'm glad that you were open in saying that bathroom is my most comfortable place because you feel so authentic. And it's true, right? We're so ourselves in the bathroom because we take a bath, we do our own personal thing, which we do not like to show to others. And I like that. Then you shared your story about joining the contest and how going to the bathroom prior to delivering your speech, I think that's a comfort zone for you. And then you ended up with a message. Now, what you employed RM, which is like answering reason and then sharing an example and the message. Now, what do I like to suggest to you? Be more direct in your story. Like you can say that I am trying to make myself more myself or be authentic by going to the bathroom prior to my delivering the speeches, because you actually went around making a roundabout in your story. So, but just be direct in saying that the bathroom made you more comfortable before delivering your speech. But aside from that, you have a very cohesive development of the table topic. So congratulations, Sedi. Lead the living room. What else can I say about lead? Lead will always infuse us with words of wisdom. And it was true when Rose said, "Give us your wisdom." Because like when the development of speech was literally a pool of words of wisdom. It made us realize what living room is. And I like the fact that it said living, which means full of life. I think that's very catchy. And she told us about the importance of why a living room is such a place, because that's where we welcome guests and that's where we do our thing. Now, may I suggest that maybe Lit, you can narrate a story on how the living room served as a place for family gathering. So everyone gathers, maybe watching TV at one time together, and then enjoying family circle or entertaining friends. Maybe an example of like partying in the using the living room as the place. Then that will make your development more complete. But otherwise, it was definitely Lit, the table topic champion for us. So congratulations, Lit. And let's go to our last speaker, Jenny, the bedroom. Wow, also my favorite place. And being new to Toastmasters, I am impressed how you develop the topic. You're able to connect the life as bed of roses, but at the same time, you injected the thorns. So I think I like the way how you manipulated the rose and then being connected to the thorns, which is your daily activities. Now, I would like to suggest in your future table topic speech, maybe open with an inspiring statement. Bedroom is my sanctuary. So instead of saying that before I go out, I fix my bed. So open with an inspiring statement or something that will catch the attention or engage the audience. As I said, bedroom is my sanctuary since you mentioned it already in a part of your speech, but it's good to open with a more catchy statement. And then you ended up with life is a bed of roses with thorns. So congratulations and thank you, Jenny, for sharing with us the table topics. Okay, so congratulations to all the speakers and of course our table topic master. Back to you, Dan.
Thank you, Chris, for such a delightful analysis of the performance of our topic mastery. I can only say that Rose did a good job in making our topic mastery tonight interesting. Rose, you made the house a home, and the home is a family home, and you have made the speakers develop the topic in a very nice way that in our home we have a bed of roses, but at the same time we have thorns or challenges in that home, which is a very typical example of what a home or life is all about. Congratulations to all the speakers and congratulations to you, Rose. We now move to the evaluation of the prepared speeches. Prepared speeches is basically a very important facet of communication skill development. It challenges us not only to deliver good speeches, but to develop speeches which could inspire, motivate, and move people to action. And tonight, I would like to call on the evaluator of our first speaker.
It will be Toastmaster Anna.
Yeah, Toastmaster Anna will evaluate Toastmaster Rosel. Toastmaster Anna, I'm sure you have listened to the speeches of Toastmaster Rosel. So let's hear from you the impact of that speech. Toastmaster Anna.
Thank you, Tito Dan. And
Yes.
thank you so much, TM Rochelle, for your great and wonderful speech. Actually, the way it was delivered and the topic itself of the speech and how you were vulnerable with us, I really appreciated it, and it was all great. Two things that I really got on is one, for a first speech, I know you said you were nervous, but you were actually able to look into the camera directly as you speech, which is a very plus point because I understand that most of us are very familiar with the camera, right? Especially during Zoom meetings, but you were actually able to look into the camera and speak as if you're actually talking to all of us, each one of us. Two, you were actually good with your pauses. You were actually able to utilize enough pauses in your speeches in such a way that it is not rushed and all of the stories were actually captured, right? And three, you were also able to include the word of the night, which is serendipity. I really love that. And because of you, I was able to use it in my speech actually right now. So I really appreciate it. For points of improvements, number one is maybe in the future we could use more hand gestures and utilize the square here in our camera to make it to emphasize more the story, as well as vocal variety can use, of course, especially if you have to emphasize on an emotion or a certain part of the story. You can use vocal variety, be it a whisper or a shout if necessary. And lastly, of course, I heard some words that are a bit off in terms of pronunciation, but that's all good. Of course, we all have our moments, right? But yeah, in the future, it could also be improved. One example would be, I think, the resilience part, of course. So yeah, so those are all minor things and something that uh, every one of us experience, even me. But overall, it was a really, really great speech, great delivery. Everything is cohesive. And again, how you were vulnerable with us with your story, with your story of growth as a businessman and as a daughter. I really appreciate it. And looking forward to hear more of your speeches and your stories, TM Rochelle. Thank you. Back to you, GE, TM Dan.
Thank you, Anna. Toastmaster Rosel, congratulations for breaking the ice. You not only broke the ice, but you broke it into pieces. And those pieces is the story of your life. Now we understand and we know you better. And we will understand to help you. And by knowing you, we will know the sensitivities that we will be giving you in your future speeches. Congratulations, Toastmaster Rocher. And now we will proceed to the evaluation of Toastmaster Jeff. And I would like to call our champion, Sadie. Please evaluate Jeff as you like it.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and friends. Good evening, Toastmaster Jeff. First of all, Toastmaster Jeff, thank you so much for sending us a message that we have to be kind to ourselves and we have to accept our bodies and be patient with it as we wanted to improve it. Now, Toastmaster Jeff, what I comment to your speech is that in your content, it is very relatable. The subject matter gets easily connected with the audience as you are sharing a story of your life, you going to the gym, and with that with that kind of subject matter, it really attracts the audience to listen to you more to your speech. Second is the organization. I appreciate how you organize your speech in a way that you started your speech with your struggles going to the gym until a character development unfolds, wherein there were lessons learned that you shared with us, which serves as our call to action and your conclusion to your speech. And then lastly is how you deliver your speech. You put a lot of humor, you injected a lot of humor, which eliminates the dead air as you delivered your speech. Now, Toastmaster Jeff, um, how I how can I help you to improve your speech? Because there is a potential for this speech to be a humorous piece. Number one, the purposeful use of the punchlines. Um, you have to put a pause. You have to pause after you said the twist of a certain punchline so that um it will give a very hard laugh with the audience because there was you injected so much humor. I just would like to I just would like you to enhance the the use of those punchlines. Second is your gestures. There were moments of since you are speaking virtually, you were not able to maximize your hand gestures. Say for example, I have noticed that you are gesturing that you are handing a barbell, something like that. I'm not handing a barbell because I'm used to lift laundry, so you know that. Anyway, anyway, you just have to you just have to maximize the use of the virtual space so that we can see and appreciate your use of gestures. And lastly, since you are injecting humor, I felt like that you are also laughing with your speech, so you have to minimize on that because if the if the emotion that you wanted to put in a humorous line is sad, you have to be sad even though it is a humor. So you have you have to have a control on that. But all in all, thank you so much, Toastmaster Jeff, for sharing with us how not to be also not for sharing with us not all on how to be healthy and at the same time how to be kind to ourselves. You just have you just have to continue on giving a relatable content, have an organized speech, and always inject humor. You may consider in the future speaking your punchlines purposefully and maximize the virtual space. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Sadie, for that evaluation of Toastmaster Jeff's speech. Congratulations, Toastmaster Jeff, for that speech. I can only add that you have a very good way of projecting yourself. That's one. Second, your voice is very good. And I would like to encourage you to do some tongue and lip and mouth exercise so that you can pronounce the words clearly. Congratulations, Jeff. Now, I would like to call on our language evaluator, our past president, Juliet, to give us her observation of how the language, the English language, was used tonight. Juliet, your ball.
Good evening once again. And for the benefit of our guests for tonight, my role as the language evaluator or as the grammarian is to jot down all the germs and the gems for tonight's undertaking. And also, I promise to give 100 pesos chicas for those who will use the serendipity or the word of the day the most. So you still have until the end of the meeting to catch up for that. Now, for the germs, there's only few. I had I heard someone said you were very nervous instead of saying very nervous. I also heard someone said there were lessons learned instead of there were lessons learned, the plural form. And someone also said, uh, I forgot to jot down the beginning of the sentence, but he said minimize on that, but instead of just saying minimize that. And that's all for the germs. Now for the germs, we have some interesting quotes No man is an island. I heard this again. Someone used this, and it's Anna. And she also mentions small but cherished moments during when they are in the dining table together with the family. And also from Tita Lit, living room is a place where it is alive. Very unique. I've never heard a quote or a phrase something like this. And there's also coming from Jenny, life is a bed of roses with thorns. And learning never stops. I forgot who mentioned this. And infused with words of wisdom. I think this is from Tita Christine. Giving an adjective for Tita Lit's table topic. And for some interesting words, we have augmented reality, of course. First time to hear that. Cohesive, roundabout, infused, sanctuary, vulnerable, dead air. Okay, and for the running total of the count with the use of the word of the night, we have Mark 2, Anna 1, Rochelle 1. Am I right? Did I leave someone behind? So only 3 are contending. Oh, you still have time. So that will be all for my report. I'm giving you back the control to our GE for tonight, Mr. DTM Dan Napalinga. Pronounce your surname right.
Thank you, Juliet. And thank you for the analysis that you made. I'm pretty sure that many of us have learned the lessons that you have mentioned, and it is not serendipity that we are learning it, but it is something of a reality. So we proceed with the next portion of the program, the accounting. And I would like to call on our accounter.
Lit, you're on mute.
Lit?
Yes, sir. I was listening to
Lit
my.
Kabayan,
Yes.
the most eloquent Toastmasters of the club.
Oh, come on, Dan. Next to so many others. Yes. So, what am I? I was talking with my daughters. I was supposed to do what at this moment? I'm so sorry. To,
Accounting.
oh, accounting. Well, actually, I was not counting the as. I was not able to really take note of that. I didn't even know, I don't even know if there were some who mentioned us. I really didn't take notice of that. So, what can I say? I'm sorry for not being able to count the us. Maybe it's because nobody uttered one. Is there someone who uttered some us tonight? I just didn't get that. And
Thank you. Hmm.
yes, maybe within the rest of the program, I could just catch some.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you.
thank you, Lit. I also noticed that nobody uttered us, but of course, many of us had good poses tonight. So we proceed with the big band of our program tonight. I would like to call Mr. Big Ben to give us the time used by our speakers tonight.
Good evening, fellow Toastmaster. I am your timekeeper tonight, and I'm feeling awesomely serendipitous tonight because I am watching you and timing you with your use of time. There are lots of ways we use our time. We kill time, we save time, we lose time, but none of us is powerful enough to stop the march of time or slow it down. Tonight, we use our time wisely because of our Toastmasters meeting, and I would like to congratulate fellow Toastmasters who managed to use their valuable time, except for the others who have gone overtime or under time. We have Toastmaster Sedi for your table topics. You are overtime for 34 seconds because you delivered 3 minutes and 4 seconds. And for your evaluation, you're also overtime for 32 seconds. And for Toastmaster Rochelle, for your icebreaker, you have to deliver your speech in a minimum of 4 minutes, but you delivered it in 3 minutes and 57 seconds, so 3 seconds under time. And for Distinguished Toastmaster Christine, I allotted you 7 minutes for the table topics evaluation, wherein you can have 1 minute evaluation for each of the speakers plus additional 2 minutes, but you are overtime for 1 minute and 2 seconds. Sometimes we are excited to speak or a bit nervous and we cannot take control of our time. And the best thing to do is always to look for your timekeeper in every meeting to make use of your time wisely and properly. Remember always to use your time wisely to feel the magic of serendipity. I would like to return the control to our General Evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster, and Mentor, Dana Palinga.
Thank you very much, Madam Big Ben. Tonight's program is memorable to all of us. First, we have guests listening to us, observing what we are doing. And second, we have a very good retinue of speakers that were assigned to do their job. I would like to say that tonight's program, especially our handsome Mark, who started the program with a very nice opening. I would like to congratulate you, Mark, for that wonderful development that you did on how the program should start. You made us interested with your opening statement. New words, new terms, and you unified the whole program with the theme of building a good house, and a house was developed by the speakers together with the kind words, the kind statements, forming a unified club, a unified family of people. So, to all of those who are present tonight, I would like to thank you for listening. I would like to thank you for your kind appreciation. And I'm pretty sure I would like to thank you for being here tonight. And your happiness is always the happiness of the club. So, friends, we should remember that Toastmaster is a family. The Toastmasters Club of MEYCAUAYAN is a family, and we relate it to the actual families that we have. We have a home, we have a family, and we have our responsibilities to solidify that family. With this in mind, I would like to turn over the proceedings to our Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you for that wonderful word, distinguished Toastmaster Dan Napalinga. Yes, indeed. May Kawayan Toastmasters Club is a home, a family, a shelter, and we're all learning in here. I would like to acknowledge the distinguished Toastmaster Dan for the golden chunks of wisdom, as always, that you are imparting us. And thank you for evaluation, as well as distinguished Toastmaster Christine's evaluation for the table topics session earlier. And to all of us who imparted our words for our Toastmasters meeting. Now, before we end, can we hear words from our guest, Decoroso? Any comments about our meeting for today or for tonight?
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Okay. I'd like to give my sincere thank to Mr. Dan Napalinga for inviting me to be at the guest in tonight's Toastmasters meeting. Actually, I would I would say, but I'm not. I will not totally say that this is my comeback, but as far as I have remembered, I've attended some session before, a few years before, in the MacArthur Highway site, and I was listening the speeches on talk rendered by your fellow Toastmasters, but time goes very fast, and I stopped attending. But just lately, that after the pandemic, I meet again Mr. Dan, so he invited me in to be back in the Toastmasters Club as a full-time member. And
Okay, let's give that a big round of applause. Thank you, Dick.
but I'm not sure that I can I can survive or I can pass if you have some trials or baptism. Be sure that your baptism is in water, not with fire.
Thank you for
And
joining us
thank you
tonight.
very much, and have a good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. And we hope to see you once again, Toastmaster Decoroso. We are now tagging you as Toastmaster. Friends, fellow Toastmasters, the sky is getting darker and we need to leave the veranda. I think it's a serendipity that I am your Toastmaster of the evening because it's my opportunity to use the word of the night, serendipity. I, Toastmaster Armand, are you raising your hand? Yes.
1 minute. I would like to invite everyone to please watch the district runoffs this coming April 7, Sunday, at Union Bank Plaza, Meralco Avenue. You have to register to be able to accept you there in the runoff. So we are in group 2 on April 7, Division G. So the start is from 9 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. So I will be sending the link because the last day of registration is on March 25. And also, I would like to remind all of you to our district conference on April 26, 27, and 28, One Vive, One Thrive at Rogen in Davao. The registration fee is at 7,200, but if you will register now, the amount is at a discounted price of 6,499 pesos. Past President Juliet will is registered already, right? It's registered already before pa. So yes, don't forget the runoffs and the discon. Thank you, Toastmaster Mark.
Yes, Toastmaster Armel, magkakulay pala tayo. Where am I? Serendipity. Serendipity. Okay, so it's not a serendipity, or I don't know if it's serendipity or not, that I'm your
Panalo ka na.
Panalo na si Mark.
the recoup. It's not a it's not a serendipity that you have come to my imaginary house, because we all collected the wonderful treasures from our fellow Toastmasters. Now that I have given you a quick tour in Casa Edrada, I hope you have learned a lot. It's time to say goodnight. So feel free to sleep in your respective bedrooms here in Casa Edrada. You're all invited here in the imaginary Casa. Hope you will sleep as you think of that word of the night, serendipity, bringing all the wisdom you have collected tonight, from the foyer to the living room, to the dining hall, to the entertainment room, to the swimming pool and jacuzzi, to the veranda. All worth it.
Hoy.
I hope I can visit your houses soon. And
Yeah.
this is your Toastmaster of the evening, Mark Edrada, and this is MEYCAUAYAN, Toastmasters Club. Back to you, Vice President for Education, Anna.
Thank you so much, DTM Mark Estrada. And again, thank you everyone for joining us for today's session. Before we end this, again, I would just like to congratulate PM Rose Bagia for being our first runner-up on the humorous speech contest last March 9, and PM Sedi Cortez for being the first runner-up for the international speech. Again, thank you so much for your dedication and time, and I hope to see you again next competition. And for all of our members, I hope to see you all to our next competition too. And lastly, our next session will be on March. Let me check. March 26. Everyone who needs to speech or who wants to share their story and have a good company, please join us on March 26, 7 p.m. Our Zoom is always open for you. And lastly, as an update for our DCP, or actually, let me just to open.
Anna,
Yes, po.
I think March 20, isn't that Good Friday? No ba?
Tuesday po yun.
But that is Holy Week.
Oo,
yeah,
April,
Holy Week.
I was looking at April pala. Di ba? March 26 is Holy Week. Diba?
That is part of the Holy Week, yes.
But it's
yeah.
Tuesday pa. Tuesday,
Yeah,
okay.
Tuesday po.
Holy Tuesday, okay. Sige, sige.
Tuesday pa naman po. Then for our DCP, I'm happy to share that we're actually near our DCP goals. The only items that we need, example for our education, we still need to encourage our members to fill the level 1s. Right now, we just finished level 1 for Distinguished Toastmaster Danilo Nagpalingat. Thank you, Tito Dan, for all your dedication, and for TM Tricia Castro. But we still need 2 more level 1 finishers. And lastly, we also need, I think, another 2 more finisher for level 2. Right now, we're eyeing for that to be Tito Dan and also TM Trisha. And another one is, of course, we're always welcoming new members. We're still sort of a couple of numbers, but again, we always welcome new members here, and I hope you can I hope you invite other friends and join us for our bi-weekly Toastmaster event. That's all on my list of announcements for tonight. Thank you again for joining us, and on behalf of our president, Ray De Jesus, and by the power vested in me by Toastmasters, I'm calling this meeting adjourned. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you everyone.
Night.
Kodakan.
Great meeting.
Wow, on
Photo
time.
op, photo op.
Picture.
Ana,
Ay.
kung nandun ka nung contest, di tatlo kayong may trophy, San.
Oo nga. Oo nga. Correct.
Busy po
Correct.
ako mag-present sa project na
Correct.
I walk
next
I
year
walk
po.
slowly but I don't walk backwards. Tama?
Oo. Yeah.
Yes.
There's the topic.
By Abraham
Photo op
Lincoln.
Yan,
na.
kaya ni Ana yon.
Kayang-kaya yon.
Oh, alam
Sure.
na alam ni Tita Lit. Abraham Lincoln pala yon.
That's right.
So, sino po mag-picture?
Si Rose.
Pero, so,
Jeffoy na lang. Hawa ako yung
O,
trophy ko.
Jeff. O, Jeff.
Sige, sige, okay. Okay,
Ay,
game.
AI.
Okay, in one... wait lang. 1, 2, 3, go, smile. Okay.
Okay.
thank
Okay.
you. Good night,
Thank you,
everyone.
Jeffoy.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
everyone.
Night.
Have a nice
Bye.
evening.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.